Hi, my name is Jason, and I'd like to tell you a story. It starts with a guy named Aaron. Aaron had a pretty good life, and he felt comfortable with who he was. Me? I felt so lost. Life was big, and I was pretty small. And I remember looking at Aaron and thinking to myself, what does he know that I don't? One day, I was thinking that thought, and this feeling of electricity came through my body. I hadn't felt anything like it before. Realized that I was developing a romantic and sexual attraction. Now, some guys have that attraction and they say, okay, that's cool, I'll go with it. And maybe they have felt lost like me, or maybe they haven't, and they felt pretty comfortable and life was just good. But me, I freaked out. I didn't want to be gay. I wanted to be married. I wanted to have a family with a wife, but I felt stuck. I didn't know what to do with these attractions. So I decided to take some courageous action. I told my experiences to some safe people, and some of them understood and some didn't. Some of them were really able to help me in my journey, while others were just there for support. But they all loved me. In doing that, really helped me to get a better perspective on my attractions, and they became more right sized. Then I asked them if they would journey with me as I went into my past, and I looked at the trauma, the sexual abuse, the physical abuse, the brokenness, isolation, and loneliness that I had felt. I did a lot of the deep, hard work. So my attractions didn't go away. They got a little smaller, less intense, but they came and went, moved around, got bigger, smaller, stronger, weaker. I just kind of let them do their thing. And I looked at them differently. And I realized that, you know what? I'm bigger than they are. And I could have whatever dreams that I wanted to have in my life. They didn't determine my future, but they didn't go away completely. And I didn't magically have attractions to women, so I didn't know what to do. But I believed that God was good. And I believed that whatever He wanted for me, it really was going to be better than anything I could imagine. And while I wanted all those things that I dreamed of, I came to a place where I didn't need them. And that was very freeing. And then one day, I did see a girl, and I noticed her like I hadn't noticed a girl before. It was pretty cool. And I thought, I have something unique and special that God's given me that I can give to her. I think she can give that to me as well. So we started dating. We got married. We've been married for 13 years and have 3 kids. And it's not been easy, but it's been a lot of fun. We've laughed, we've cried, we've gone through a lot of hard things together, and we've shown each other a lot of grace. I think that's what life is supposed to be about, right? Now, this little guy, he still comes around sometimes, but it's okay. I don't pay him too much attention. I've got better things to focus on, and I'm in charge of my life. So, when I look back on all these experiences, I put them into 3 different buckets to help me explain it. The first is that strong feeling of separateness that I always felt. Separateness from my body through the abuse, separateness from my manhood that God had created me with, separate from other people, separate from some mystery of life that I was not in on. And then there were the physical attractions, what my body was doing that I couldn't seem to control. But the meaning I gave to my separation experience and the arousal, that did not do me any favors. Because, life is hard enough without needing to bring so much more drama into it. So I really tackled that first. And that made the biggest impact when I could look at things with a neutral attitude and not have to react so much. And I ended up kind of becoming friends with this attraction, as strange as that may sound. And I realized that it was just something I was experiencing and it didn't have to define me. I used tools like mindfulness to help keep it in perspective. And then doing that deep work, it made me into a stronger person. I was able to rewrite my past and see that my mess could become my message. My brokenness, when it was wrapped in the grace of God, would become a gift for other people. And I love that. I was so much stronger for going through all of this work. Now, I wouldn't have done it if I didn't have a strong purpose. And a mentor told me one time that living is giving. And that is so true. I've been able to give so much to so many people in my life. And I've had a vision that was a compelling future that allowed me to do things that were really hard. And I'm so glad that I did. Now, maybe my experience puts me in the minority, and maybe this doesn't ring true for you. But if it does, I would love to work with you and walk through your journey so that you can own your identity as well. God bless.